I first met Dr. Powell when I was a principal early in my career, and Dr. Powell was in San Bernardino County at that time. My first experience was at a training where he stood in front of us and talked about data and supporting students. And I left there inspired and challenged to do better for kids.
The thing about special education that was particularly appealing to me was that these kids desperately wanted help. They wanted to learn. That was the beginning of my career and became my passion, and ultimately led to just a continuing desire to try to find programs that would best serve this population.
As I was learning about the CalHelp JPA, about the Children's Center, about all of the things that it took to open that and empower the high desert to support mental health, I thought, there's the legacy.
So when I left Desert Mountain SELPA, I became assistant superintendent at Victor Valley High School District. A little over a year after I took that position, I walked into my office at 6:30 in the morning, and my secretary handed me the phone and she said, "It's Myrna Roberts from KFI Live." And I took the phone and Myrna Roberts said to me, "I'm interested in what your reaction is to the double suicide that occurred right next to your high school yesterday afternoon." And we didn't have any resources in our area. We didn't have any mental health services. We had nothing to pick up the slack. And in the aftermath of that, which occurred on April 1st, between that time and the end of the year, we had over 125 kids that wound up being hospitalized because of the contagion of suicide. This action that these girls had taken, in which they'd taken temporary problems and they found a permanent solution. And so when school started again in September, once again we were mobilized. We tried to bring in as much help as we could.
He's a master of so many things, but the conversation about student suicide that he experienced while he was at Victor Union High School District, I do understand how that defines his career. Mental health matters. When the ERMS funding came into play and he had the ability to use that alongside community-based mental health services for children in K-12, he saw that as an opportunity that I think is the springboard for the CalHelp JPA and supporting students' mental health throughout the high desert.
I tell that story because those experiences can shape you if you use them as a catalyst to start thinking creatively about how better to meet needs.
What he created with the CalHelp JPA and through the Desert Mountain SELPA and the Children's Center, I just think those are what qualify him for a Distinguished Service Award, because it is a legacy. It didn't go away. I hope we all come into education that what we leave should be better than what we found, and he has absolutely created that.